everybody? Welcome to Attack of the Show. I am Kevin Pereira.
You're chewing gum. Friday show.
Casual Friday.
Casual Friday.
Pop a little Trident.
Choose gum.
What's up, product placement?
Hey everyone, I'm Olivia Munn, and we are coming to you from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles. Chew some gum.
Hey, on the show, South African hip-hop stars Deontward and a Seagal maniac star in today's foot stomping around the net. Then, lethal correspondent Weston Scott takes to the air to shoot people. It's in the name of safety, it's fine.
Plus, Kay Sackoff is here to talk about in 24. We'll find out what time she's going to start killing people this season and her foot fetish.
Oh, hello.
And then Steven Seagal finishes off the show with a face punch. We'll hear from the lawman about his 2 new movies. You good? How's that gum?
Delicious.
Friday show. So the internet is a dark and dangerous place.
Which is why you should really let us skim the best off the top and then present it to you in a little thing we do called
Around the Net.
Around the Net. And at number 5, Australian Studio 7 has a reputation for being one of the world's most credible sources of local and international news. Very, very good at what they do.
And, well, as it turns out, it also happens to be one of the world's most credible sources for local and international boobies.
And now they're moving back towards a more standard neutral position, which would be somewhere between 4.5% and 5%. Certainly at this stage, we are estimating that by the end of this year, we'll be back towards 4.75%. So we still think there's a bit of upside on those cash rates late last year. And sometimes this takes up to 6 to 9 months before they actually see that effect.
All right, Martin, thanks.
I love it. His 80s synth-pop dance, Maniac, was one of the biggest hits of time, thanks to Flashdance. But now the song belongs to the dance goal. Can you see that action up close? Look at this. Yeah. Several years back, Mel Gibson, you guys remember Mel? Yeah. Papa Mel was driving a little drunk, got pulled over, and then got a little mad.
Yeah. And that actually would be the end of the story, but Mel maybe said some mean things about the Jews.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that. And then took a hiatus from appearing in movies.
Yeah, but now he's back in the public eye. He's promoting his comeback, The Edge of Darkness. Mm-hmm. And in this clip, Mel was having a tough time with a WGN reporter who didn't want to talk about the new movie. No, he wanted to talk about the incidente.
Now, whatever you think of Mel, at least you can always count on him to tell you exactly what's on his mind.
Do you think that the public will perceive you any differently after all that's been in the news about you?
What are you referring to specifically?
Referring to the drinking problems, referring to what's been called the anti-Semitic rant, referring all those things. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that's almost 4 years ago, dude. I mean, I've moved on. I guess you haven't. Let's move on, dude. Come on.
Edge of Darkness opens today. It's good to see you back in the saddle and doing what you do best. Thanks a lot for joining us, Mel. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, what was that last part? I feel like that happens every time I say thanks for joining us in the loop. And then I toss it over to you and I can just see their mouth moving.
No, people love you.
But I, for one, think that Mr. Gibson actually showed remarkable restraint in that interview. People are giving him a tough time. I think he did a good job.
Agreed.
I really do.
Agreed.
I loved him in The Man Without a Face.
Oh, yeah. I love when he's like telling the kid to...
He taught him to math by digging holes in the ground.
Yeah.
That's...
Oh, I loved him in Patriot, Heath Ledger.
Oh, and he's like, you can't take my freedom! And then the cop's like, I'm too old for this.
And number 2 today is a strange music video from the South African performance art ensemble, Deontward, which is Dutch for the Onsa.
Sure. This oddly compelling video for their song Zeph's Side features all sorts of things that make the internet go all crazy. We got gangly, shirtless dudes and awkward haircuts and repetitive music.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
DJ Hot Deck, drop the mother beatbox, dog. Bring that next level. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Check it out. I'm scoping, third eye strobing, mind open, sweat streaming, flesh gleaming, buzz feeling, high energy speaking, deep meanings, flick when I say things. Like the chick in a G-string. Can I touch you, friend?
I love that group, and there's something about that video that makes me want to watch it over and over and over again. I've seen it like at least 100 times. It's incredible.
It wouldn't have anything to do with that slow-mo boxer shorts shot, would it? With the
I don't know if you're remixing, but I don't know what that. I didn't see any boxer shorts in the. I mean, I saw the boxer shorts, but I didn't see the shot.
What,
that you
really?
Yes.
You missed that? You missed that?
Well, when you put it on the wall and point to it, yeah, then it seems like I should have caught something like that. But you're not the only people who have things exploding on today's internets. Huh? Think about that.
Wait, does that mean there's... How can it be? I mean, there's another video and Around the Net today?
That was our number one. We can't have
what?
Hear ye. Please rise for the honorable bonus Around the Net video.
That was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Still ahead, Katie Sackoff will be here to talk about 24 and her mom finding pictures of her naked.
Yeah. And then the badassery will continue with Steven Seagal.
Takenbock. Ataken Spezialbier.
Okay, hypothetical. Yeah, clappy, clap, but I want to get serious here. Let's say someone's in a helicopter and they're trying to kill you. What do?
Die.
No, okay. Okay, what do you do if you're, like, trying to live?
Run around screaming until you die.
So they're going the way I want it. Let's hand it off to the professional, Weston Scott, in Lethal Defense.
Nevada desert is perfect terrain for CRI's counterterrorism training. But today, I'm going to be up in the sky, hanging from a helo, firing at convoys, motorcycles, trucks. It doesn't get much better.
Ron, what type of scenarios will we be doing today at CRI?
Today, the main scenario is that you're going to have to help protect private military contractors that secure a VIP, transfer the client from point A to B. Now, before you can actually do that, we need to teach you and let you practice a little bit. You're actually going to be on a helicopter during very tight G-forces that your stomach is going to go up to your throat.
Sweet. My stomach is going to go up to my throat while I shoot at bad guys. I don't know if I could ask for a better day.
The first objective is to shoot people that's running away that simulate combatant. Now, one thing, make sure you don't shoot the rotors, don't shoot our pilot or into the helicopter. We don't want to interfere his vision.
Okay, don't shoot the blades and don't shoot the pilot. I don't think I should have a problem with this one.
Objective 1, eliminate the hostiles on foot. My strategy, to destroy the enemy with overwhelming firepower from above. They were spread out in different directions, so it wasn't easy. But after lighting a few up, I considered this mission accomplished.
It was definitely a lot harder than I thought. With the propeller going up top, paint bolts had a little bit of a tendency to lead farther than a normal round would. Either way, though, it's kick-ass.
Okay, the next exercise, you're actually going to shoot on a moving vehicle. For that, you're going to use a motorcycle and a truck. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Objective 2, eliminate the motorized vehicles. The challenge here will be to adjust my shooting tactics for the high-speed chase. The motorcycle proved to be tough due to its size. But the truck was an easier target and I rained fire down upon it. Bullseye. 2 shots in the windshield is a takedown in my book. Time to debrief and set up for the third and final mission.
Shooting on the motorcycle. A lot different than shooting people just running.
Exactly. Imagine another insurgent on the back of the motorcycle aiming an RPG on a helicopter. So you understand how quickly you need to eliminate your target before he can cause damage to the helicopter.
I found with the truck, bigger target, easier. I didn't really want to get the engine block. I didn't want to get the tires. I just wanted to shoot the driver.
That's human nature. You go for the real threat, and if you eliminate the brain behind the wheel, you did the job. Okay, next, you're actually going to be taking the part of aerial cat. It means you're going to protect the team on the ground and help them secure their VIP.
So I get to come down like the angel of death.
Ready to take out some insurgents.
Final objective, provide protection for the convoy. This lesson will be chaotic, as attackers will be coming from all directions. We will have to rely on our training and each other to keep this subject alive. It started out calm, but after an unexpected flash grenade, all hell broke loose. Fire was coming from everywhere, but I was on it in the sky, and I took out as many as I could. On foot and by motorcycle, the hostiles closed in, throwing everything they had against my team, but we didn't let up. Firing back, we formed a protective barrier around the target, inching him closer to the convoy for an escape. And in a strategic counterstrike, I hit the hostiles where it hurt them the most, their truck. With that out of commission, they could not pursue us. Our VIP made it safely, and my final mission was a success.
So, Duran, that was great. Put all the scenarios together, ran it through in that training exercise. Bottom line, how'd I do?
Judging by the result that the client is alive, you watch the back of the team, you did it, man.
Remember that for the next time that I have to eliminate hostiles from a helicopter. Like Daniel Craig.
Oh, boy!
That's who I was being.
Put that one away there, Double O. What? Is that Australian?
I don't know your accents very well.
Oh, I said that. Maybe it's the trident getting in the way of my amazing speaking abilities. Trident.
Stop that.
I know they're not paying me to do it. I don't know why I'm doing it. Now let's find out about how we can sit around and watch TV a little bit better.
Sounds like a gadgetron to me.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
You up here. Chris Hardwick.
You just saw me standing over there. Don't pretend like it.
Now you're standing over there.
Very spontaneous.
I love it when you stand places.
I like standing.
So this Panasonic 42-inch plasma TV isn't necessarily the sleekest thing that we've ever seen. It's about 4 inches thick with most of the inputs on the back, which means you might not be able to mount it on the wall, which I think is ridiculous because you should be able to mount all TVs on the wall nowadays.
Right.
It has 2 HDMIs and 2 component inputs. But do you think that all the inputs on the back is a huge problem? I do, because you can't put it on the wall.
I know, but this is why this should start driving nerds to create hover televisions, because then you won't have to worry about mounting anything in a bracket. So nerds, get to work on that winter project. Yeah, I mean, it's not great that you would either have to dig into your wall and run the cable through that.
Because this cord in the back goes out pretty deep.
Because the HDMI cable is dense, or you don't know how deep is your mounting bracket as well. So I don't know. So it's not great, but it's not an expensive television. So shut up about it. I guess is what I would say to consumers.
When we get to the price, I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So Panasonic also didn't include very many features with this plasma. The most notable are the SD card and the 600 hertz subfield drive.
Right.
So do those work well?
Yeah, they do. 600 hertz subfield drive is the only way you can say that. That helps to sharpen up the image quality and make fast-moving images look terrific. Now, don't get this mixed up with 120 hertz, which is the smooth motion on the LCDs. They do not do the same thing. All right, I'm glad we covered that.
Yes.
The SD card is pretty self-explanatory. You just pop it in and view your photos on your TV, like you do all the time.
Does anybody do that?
I've never seen anyone do that ever.
Right, but if you didn't have it, you'd be like, well, all TVs have that function now. You just want it.
I know. Well, right? I think that's going to go away at some point soon. Overall, though, we are disappointed at the lack of features. But again, not expensive. Now,
the most important reason to buy this TV right before the Super Bowl is to make sure the game looks spectacular. So, how do you think it looks?
Really great! It's got a dynamic contrast ratio of 2 million to 1, which you can count. It means blacks look incredibly deep. Well, that was racially inappropriate, but not planned.
That was amazing timing.
Also, as usual with Panasonic plasmas, colors are... No, don't write letters! Colors are accurate and vibrant.
He doesn't control the video.
I didn't cast that gentleman in Smokin' Aces 2. When are we going to get a Smokin' Aces origin story? That's the question on everyone's mind. Where do these guys come from?
Make it a trilogy.
Seriously.
People are wanting it.
Now, there might be a little more noise than we'd see in some images, but and also it's only 720p. But again,
amazing.
Those numbers don't mean anything because if it looks great, and it looks amazing.
Now, I have to tell you the best part of this. It's on Super Bowl sale. $600 at Target.
$600.
And it looks great.
It does.
It can sit on your floor. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Do you think it's worth it?
Of course I think it's worth it. I mean,
$600.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it does. It's not as feature-rich as you'd like, but it's sort of like, hey, look, you don't complain about the cereal in the bag on the bottom of the shelf. I just think Target should be putting these in bags and sticking them underneath the other TVs and selling them cheaper. By the way, last week, $550, but because they sold so well, they jacked up the price by $50.
Really?
Yeah.
They needed that extra $49?
Well, yeah, apparently they did. But
Okay,
it's still worth it.
For $600, you can just throw it away when you're done.
It's a disposable television.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you get rid of it when you're done.
Yeah, after the Super Bowl. What are we giving it?
4 out of 5, Olivia Munn. 4 out of 5, and deservedly so. Picture quality, everything is great.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Dopeness.
I think
so that's
so.
it for today's Gadget Prom. But if you have a gadget you would like to see us rate, thank you. Email us
I'll get those.
at G4@GadgetPron@G4TV.com.
Got those right here.
Still ahead, Katie Sackoff comes aboard to talk about her new role on 24 and says the word vagina.
Yes! And then today's Sneakerhead stars Nikes. They have new Kill Bill sneakers. And they're open toe, so, QT can get his foot fetish on. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and later, Steven Seagal, he's going to be here to break the arms of anyone that
Heaven says, eat me.
Katie Sackoff came by the show to talk about her new role on 24.
Yes. And she was warned to tell the truth or we were going to toss her right out of the airlock. We don't have an airlock!
I'm going to fall backwards in the chair.
Welcome back to the show. Don't fall. We don't have, music and walk-ins. Do you want to walk in, though?
It's true. It's like it reminds me of the shoes flipping on the feet.
You're going to rock yourself to sleep. Be careful.
I am.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Katie Sackoff is here. And use the old fax machine. The fax is waiting. So fax your questions for Katie right now, because in a minute we're going to get to them. But I have to ask you. We were talking about the dangling fetish because you saw it on the show.
Yeah.
Have you been known to dangle? Have you dangled?
This is so wrong. This is like something you would see on HollyMadison.com.
Katie, it's so right. I only know of Ashley Madison. Is there a Holly Madison?
I'm thinking of the girl that's slept with Hugh Hefner, but I think it is Ashley Madison.
Who hasn't? I mean, you're thinking of every girl that has her own
She's
.com.
actually from my hometown.
Ashley Madison or Holly Madison?
Holly Madison is from St. Helens, Oregon.
Well, does she have souvenirs in a gift shop? What do you get for that?
Could you imagine? Like, welcome to St. Helens, Oregon.
Yeah.
Somebody's vagina.
Yeah, look at the plaster mold. Here it is. Maybe it's a...
I've been on the show 5 seconds and I've been beeped.
What?
Can you imagine?
No, we don't beat vagina around
You
here.
don't?
No, we love vagina. We welcome it with a warm embrace.
In my house, yay!
As it should be. But do you have, like, because you could make a lot of money just by dangling a sandal online, apparently, and I'm wondering, do you have any fetishes? Are you familiar with creepy fetishes?
I'm familiar with a few.
I mean, you've got nerd fans, so they must be requesting some weird photos.
I'm in some of them somewhere.
Photoshopped or otherwise.
Can you imagine? My mom actually sent me this picture of someone who had photoshopped my head on this woman with a ball gag.
Why is...
And I was like, I wish I had her ass. You know? Like, I was literally looking at it going, God, that was like 18.
But why did Mom send it? Was it like, hey, look what I learned how to do in computer class?
My mom used to Google me just to make sure, like, see how famous I was.
Oh, I thought she was protecting you from the internet.
No, I used to...
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to protect my daughter. No, I used to Google myself to see how much more famous I was than my ex-boyfriend, who now plays hockey for Boston.
Oh.
I have more websites than you.
Yeah. Oh, congrats. Woo! Is that how, like... You know, when some women get broken up with, they're like, I'm going to hit the gym and I'm going to show Roger, and you're like, I'm going to search engine optimize my blog.
I am going to Google myself.
I'm going to outrank him. I'm going to get Google ads. So every search he does, it's my face.
Seriously, like a couple weeks ago, I think I was like the #1 search on Google. I forwarded it to him.
Nice.
No, I'm serious. I didn't.
Was it just? I was gonna say, was it just your name, or was it your name and then a questionable search term?
There is something that says that I have to not contact him anymore.
Like a legal? Oh,
Can you imagine?
No, I could imagine. That's why I was asking. Is this a legal document or something of that nature? Or?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was young. I was like 19.
People are frantically yelling into my ear that I have to ask about 24, so I'd like to ask about 24.
We should talk about my current job.
I hear that 24 has an amazing set, and not only that, but an amazing writer's room. That you give the gift of alcohol to the writers as well?
You know, something that I've learned is that for Christmas with crews, there's so many of them, and it would be expensive to buy them what you want to buy them. And
that's why I don't get them anything.
It's true, right?
Like, hey, guys, good job with the camera pointing.
You're like, just don't show up.
Yeah.
And they're like, thank God.
Exactly. We don't have to deal with his crap.
No, I learned a long time ago to buy them the little airplane bottles of liquor, because what other adult would be happy about a present that was $3?
And so you just get
There's no other gift. That
little micro bottles of vodka.
I do, and I walked around with a big tub, and I was like, here.
We call that enabling around here, by the way. It's
totally fine. That's what I call it, too. But I'm like,
You're like, and miraculously, I had a lot more lines in the next few episodes.
I did. They were like, we love you.
You play, you know, I mean, obviously from Battlestar, that's immediate nerd cred, and people assume that you're a techie and whatnot, and then you're a data analyst as well. But I hear that you hate technology. Like, you're not a fan. You don't even like typing.
Seriously, the fax machine's like burning up now. They're like, this bitch hates technology.
No, is that
Who is she?
Is that true? Because you Googled yourself. You at least went through that, unless you yelled at someone to Google yourself for you.
I can Google myself. I mean, I'm intelligent enough to be able to like type Katie Sackoff. It's like pretty much, that's pretty much. I can type the end and thing and Katie.
Is there a reason you're against the technology? You just don't.
Well, you know, I'm not against technology. I have a BlackBerry that I think my boyfriend had to eventually throw my old phone like in water, so I would like actually activate my BlackBerry, which has been in a cupboard for like 2 years. And I find that I miss the written letter. You know, there's something so personal about getting a letter from somebody. It's a keepsake. You know, I have letters that I got from boys in high school that I keep, and not that I read them. It's just at some day
you
my
take them out and sniff them every now and then just to remember the essence.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. Oh man, I wanted to ask you about Harley riding cross country because you're doing that.
I know.
We have to get to a commercial break. We hang out, and then on the other end of the infomercials and whatnot, we'll read some faxes that came into the bear, and then we'll talk about some Harleys. Hey, fax bear, can we get some faxes?
This is for you, Katie.
Kate,
do you have? I call you Katie Sackoff. It's totally cool.
Okay, Katie Sackoff, do you have any keepsakes from Galactica, and what did you take? Says Greg Davis. He's a huge fan. Put it in parentheses. Just
Huge
want you to know.
fan.
As a side note,
Love
huge
you,
fan.
Greg. I'm like, where are you? Hi, Greg. Hi, Greg.
It's in the bears.
Greg. I'm like, Can you imagine? I'm dropping elbows on you. You just 24 his ass. I stole my flight suit and my helmet.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Is it hanging in your closet?
Yeah.
In your closet?
I shoved it in a cooler so they couldn't find it, and I walked.
Where is it now?
It's at my mom's house.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Well, thanks to Chris Hardwick and, of course, Katie Sackoff.
Katie Sackoff, thank you so much.
Monday nights on 24.
Now it's time time to revisit the viewer army.
Usually the viewer army just visits conventions or cool events, but this time someone actually watched as his friend was put into a potentially life-threatening situation.
Yes, voluntarily. Yes. Here's Derek at a different Derek's first amateur MMA match.
Hey, Attack of the Show, this is Derek Drazio here at the Fight Academy in Pasadena, California to watch my boy Derek Johnson in his first ever mixed martial arts fight. Alright, we're here pre-fight interview with Derek Johnson. Derek's fighting lightweight tonight against Kyle Gladiator Sarek. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. Pretty relaxed, actually. Been training for the last month, dieting pretty hardcore.
Your strategy, your game plan, tell us a little bit about that.
I'm probably going to stand and strike with him for a little bit, but I think he's a little stronger than me, so if I get clipped, I'm going to try to take him down.
First legal amateur event in California.
We want to see the blood. Lots of blood.
From Culver City, Derek Johnson.
Gloves, there you go. Keep your head in. Come on, D. There you go. Swing, baby, swing. Come on. Push his head down to the ground. Yes, D, yes. Oh, come on. Plant it, D. Come on. It's done. Keep going, D. Oh, it's over. I don't know what to say after that. That's amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel? Feels better than losing, I'll tell you that. He threw that leg kick, I felt that, didn't like that, and then kind of closed my eyes, and he got me really good across the cheek here, and I was like, all right, that's enough of that. Worked in half guard, then worked to mount, and then he did the old punching thing on his head.
So that does it from the Fight Academy in Pasadena, California. Our boy Derek Johnson, winner by TKO. Thank you guys, Attack of the Show, for letting me be a part of your viewer army. It was awesome. This was a cool event. Derek Drazio, peace out.
Great job, Derek and Derek.
Good luck and keep on not dying.
Skating legend Tony Alva has a new pair of skating sneaks.
And Nike has a couple of new kicks. The classic Cortez Year of the Tigers. And some Kill Bill kicks. That all take center stage in this week's Sneakerheads. What is it? Now you're just making noise.
Yep. Hi. Hey.
Has your inner sneakerhead been nagging your ass to get some new kicks? Well, we've got just what you need to quiet those annoying voices. 9 years ago, Nike released the Year of the Horse Air Force One to commemorate the Chinese zodiac. Since then, they've released annual limited edition sneakers celebrating the age-old Chinese mascots. And 2010 is no different. Introducing the Year of the Tiger Classic Cortez. These running shoes are an ode to the white tiger, which represents power in Chinese culture. They sport snow-white nylon and light gold tiger stripes on the sides, while the heel, toe, and Nike swoosh are textured with white horsehair. To top it off, the Chinese symbol for tiger is encased in the trigram for peace and proudly displayed on the tongue. The Year of the Tiger Classic Cortez drops on February 10th, but they also have 200 limited edition 5-finger death grip sneaker boxes that will be released on the 13th. You'll probably need to practice your own death grip to fight for one. If you prefer to get around on 4 polyurethane wheels over a brisk run, then check out the new Alva Legends collection. Vans recently teamed up with skateboarding legend Tony Alva for a fresh new overhaul to the Vans Classic Era Pro and Alva's original signature shoe, the Mid-School 77 Pro. These environmentally conscious shoes are made from eco-friendly materials. They used recycled rubber for the soles, plus the lining and laces are made of recycled plastic. The Mid-School 77s are going for $70 and the Era Pros are $60. Both just dropped this week at Vans.com. We have this notion that Nike is secretly creating their own deadly Viper assassination squad. Or they might be making new sneakers that pay homage to a revenge-driven bride. Kobe Bryant and Kill Bill's Beatrix Kiddo both share the nickname Black Mamba, which is why Nike decided to combine the two and just recently released the Kill Bill sneaker pack. Made up of the big Nike High and Auto Flight High, both sneakers have color themes inspired by the Tarantino films. The black and yellow big Nike Highs have red blood splatter from a fresh kill, and the Auto Flights are mainly red and black with yellow accents. Hidden inside, the insoles have a death list similar to the movies, but this one is catered to Kobe's rivals, with 2 members of the Celtics crossed off at the top. They're going for $80 to $90 each, and you can order these killer kicks at extrabutterny.com. So what are you waiting for? Sharpen your katana, grab your skateboard, and slay a tiger with these sweet new sneakerhead releases.
Stay tuned and cover up your ding-dong.
Because the sea puncher himself will be here. Steven Seagal!
En vivo, Keyboard presenta El Gigador contra El Nerdo Loco.
Steven Seagal was here, and he did not kill anyone.
Yeah, even though the body count was low, the interview is still R-rated, so that's fine. Dog.
You don't want to kill me, do you? All right, come on.
I'm gonna die.
Listen to me. I told you. Don't like to kill children. Don't make me kill you. That's what you call a bitch slap.
Joining me now, Steven Seagal, everybody. Do you have any rules for television interviews that I need to know about before?
You're going to have to just be on your toes, son.
I'm here. I'm ready. I'm worried. There must be somebody like a stock sound guy walking behind you with celery all the time, because when you interact with people, it sounds like crushing celery all the time, whether it's human bones or a neck.
No, I just, the original Hollywood Foley guys, I set up a special school for them.
The Steven Seagal Sound Effects Library.
Right.
It's all the greatest bone crushes and cracks and screams.
I let them come and do all the special recordings of all my victims.
But it seems, but meeting you, like you're a big man, dude. You could kick some ass. Like you're a tall dude, and I see like superheroes on TV now, and they look fragile. They look like it's all CG. It doesn't look real. The action stars of today don't look like the real men.
I do like real action, and I do like actors and directors who love real action, and what that means to me is that they really are using people who can somehow perform or personify real action, and that the director can kind of shoot it that way rather than everything being computer generated, because CGI, you could make anything look like anything, but to the real folks, it gets a little bit...
you get guys looking like marionettes in front of big green tarps, and then all of a sudden they're kicking ass when they really couldn't do that.
For me, it's disturbing, and I think I belong to a group of people that also agree with me,
The Keeper, which we just saw a clip from, this has everything. It's got throwing knives, guns, you've got elbows snapping and shattering. Do you have a personal favorite way to kill somebody? Because you've done it 67,000 different ways.
Well, I mean, that's the problem. I've kind of, killed everybody everywhere there is to kill them almost. I stay up at night with a notepad and pen thinking, how can I kill somebody that people haven't seen before?
That's Chuck, because you're...
Somebody like that.
He's that resident guy who shanked a man every single way a man can be shanked, so don't worry about it.
You paid him.
No. I mean, is that what keeps you up at night, is thoughts of...
No. What keeps me up at night is trying to come up with a great story that will pull the heartstrings of the people and make them laugh and make them cry and make them care. But conversely, really Hollywood and the audience generally, if it's somebody that's been, written to become an important bad guy in the film, they always sort of want me to kill him with my hands rather than with a gun.
Right. And speaking of that, like, justice is sort of a through line for all of your films. Is that because you want to bring that to every film, or is that just they're coming to you because that's the through line?
That's the most important thing to me. One of the most important things to me in my life is that, you know, somehow, once in a while, we can still see justice. As hard as it is in modern society with our present judicial system, I mean, that's one of the things that we all... And the audiences, they really want to see that. They don't get it in real life, so they want to see it in films.
But you dispense it in real life as well.
I do.
You're out there, lawman. I love that. I love it.
Thank you.
People think this is something that you strapped on the Kevlar vest and you went out there for a season, but this is something you've been doing for a while now.
I've been doing this for 20 years without any cameras and without anybody knowing about it, you know.
And did you just show up one day and say, hey guys, can I get some cuffs and some mace? And they're like, of course, you're Steven friggin' Seagal. Go out there and bust some people.
I mean, when I was in Asia, I did special security operations. When I came to America, I did go to one police academy and get some, you know, courses that would lead up to a post. And then when I was in Louisiana, Harry Lee, the late great Harry Lee, had heard about my shooting capabilities and wanted me to come down there and demonstrate for his SWAT teams, you know, the hand-to-hand in the shooting. And they were, you know, they were quite happy. And
are people receptive right away, or is there an apprehension when you show up? Like maybe you are just like an action star. You know, like maybe you do need 2 takes to hit the bullseye, and then you have to actually show them no, I could destroy you.
You know, there was a very high dollar bet on the table for how good I could shoot. And they wanted me to see if I could, you know, outshoot their marksman, and I did that right away.
There we go.
And when it came to the hand-to-hand stuff, a couple of the SWAT guys kind of wanted to test me. They went unconscious immediately.
You didn't even touch them. It was just a glare, and boom, they dropped.
Once people, you know, went unconscious and they saw my shooting, there was no more apprehension.
Yeah, they're like, let's scrape up the dollars, guys. We're good. We're fine.
Yeah.
Bets are off.
Yeah, we were okay after that.
I love that you can have such just a stockpile of ability and skill. You look at your Wikipedia, and the first paragraph has more accomplishments listed than the sum of the entire website combined. You've done so much, and yet you also have a sense of humor, because one of my favorite roles for you was in the Onion movie. You were the puncher.
Are you allowed to say on this television?
Well, we just did, yes.
I was told I couldn't even say.
Really? How did anybody have the balls to tell you you couldn't say something? That's what I want to know. And is he in a hallway right now in a puddle of his own urine and blood? Because he needs to be.
You are funny.
Thank you. But puncher.
You said it again.
I'm saying it again because I got to get the story.
That's 3.
Is that an email that comes through, or are they worried about, hey, Steve, listen, I got this great role for you, you show up on set and they tell you what it is, or are you totally game for that the moment you hear the role?
You know, I think that was the Zucker brothers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Those guys are amazing legends in Hollywood, and they always come up with a lot of really funny stuff, and I think they came to me with another gentleman that was one of their producers, and they said, man, we got this concept, and they threw it at me. I said, man, either people are really going to love this or they're really going to hate it. And in the end, I really wasn't sure which of those it was going to be, but it seems like most people thought it was pretty funny.
I think people absolutely loved it. I mean, especially here, the movie aired on G4, and people went crazy for it. Yeah, it was I loved it as well. But here's the thing, to harken back to it, you're a filmmaker, you're a cop, you're a musician, you're an activist as well. You're all of these things, but what's next for you?
I just wrote something called The Hands Off List, which is a really kind of cool, controversial story about, you know, what's happening in Afghanistan and Iraq and places like that. I have something else I bought called The Swordsman that I'm rewriting, which is a Chinese movie about a Chinese swordsman.
Well, I'd love to make you a deal as well. You are welcome back here anytime, sir.
Thank you.
It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you so much.
It's just an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Still ahead, we're going back to Thanksgiving of '07 for a turkey wrangle roundup.
Yeah, they say, you know, never to work with animals in show business, and you're going to see why next.
Testify! Coming up Monday on an all-new Attack of the Show, Chris Hardwick is back with the new MSI Wind netbook on Gadgetron. If you like great graphics and gaming in your netbooks, this is the one for you. Then Weston Scott shows you how to defend yourself from bad guys and cars on Lethal Defense. And we'll meet Golden Tusk in an all-new Who's Who on YouTube. See it Monday.
Back in November of 2007. Remember that?
Good time, good year.
I don't really remember it that much. We hitched our wagons to some remote control doohickeys and set off across the studio plains in order to wrangle some succulent turkeys into an oven.
Yes. What we discovered was that turkeys are either really stupid or just plain uncooperative. So here's another AOTS classic. It's Turkey Wars. All right, the hour is upon us, so here's a breakdown of what Turkey Wars is all about.
This unique event pits man and machine versus the turkey.
Now,
Lots of people have been wondering.
Is this a big deal? Using these remote-controlled wagons, Olivia and I are going to try to herd our turkeys into the oven that happens to be at the center of the ring. Now, the first person to get the turkey onto the oven is the winner. It's very simple. Let's set the clock.
1 minute.
For 1 minute, yes.
All
Let's do
right.
it.
Oh, we got it on? Turkey
Everybody ready?
Wars has officially begun!
Go, baby, go! Oh, no, forward! Oh, no, come on, turkey. Come on, buddy. Yeah, it is. Come on, scare him up. Scare him up. Come on, gobbler. Let's go.
Go!
Get in there, buddy. I'm hurting. Yeah, go, baby, go. Yeah, come on, nibbler. Oh, you turkey blocked me. No, he's avoided.
Come on! Get out of my way!
Dark meat, stay away from me. Come on, get in there. No.
Oh, come on! I'm playing defense!
I'm T-blocking. Get in there, go. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, gobbler. Get in there, baby. I'm coming back around. Final pass. Oh, come on, gobbler. 3, 2, You are dead to me. And that officially concludes the epic Turkey Wars for the year.
Yeah!
Man, machine, and definitely turkey will never be the same.
You know, those are actually really difficult times. Food was scarce. People were hungry. That's how I did it in the read, too. I liked it.
That was good.
I like saying scarce.
It is scarce.
I feel British.
Well, thank God for the natives who were skilled with their remote-controlled wagons and generously shared their bounty.
Doesn't it sound fancy?
Yeah, it's good. I like that.
Hey, guys, go to g4tv.com/AOTS for all the things you saw today and more.
Yes, thanks to Katie Sackoff and to Steven Seagal for being here. X-Play starts right now.
Good night.
And good morrow.